Welcome to another scary reaction. And this one we're going to be watching is, the title of this one is Some of You Should Probably Skip This One. And there's 9 creepy videos. Without further ado, let us traverse into the realm of the scary.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 9 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. This first video we'll be taking a look at today comes to us from a TikTok user known as Megan Gimarco, who said that she was house-sitting one day, and because she was bored, decided to put on a movie. As she was watching the movie, she started to hear some seriously strange noises, and decided to pull out her phone to record it just to be on the safe side. This is what she ended up capturing.
What? Oh my God!
Out of nowhere, a creepy voice can be heard asking, "Any way I can make you more comfortable?" Megan says that initially, she thought that it might have just been some dialogue in the movie, but after rewinding the film, she determined that it wasn't the explanation. Also, what's freaky is that if you look carefully at around the 14-second mark, you can make out what appears to be some kind of a dark shadow figure's reflection walking past the TV. To this day, Megan has absolutely no idea who or what was in the room with her that day. Who knows?
Okay, now tell me this. How would your creepy ass make me uncomfortable with a voice like that? You ain't even smooth. You ain't even debonair. There's no risk to that voice. You understand what I mean? How you gonna make me comfortable? By me joining you in the afterlife? Come on, though. Come on, though. And she's laying there chilling. Shoot, I'd be up. I'd switch rooms. I would switch rooms. Are you kidding me? No, thank you.
Maybe it was just a friendly spirit who wanted to watch a movie with her.
Oh no!
After all, it did ask her if there was any way it could have made her more comfortable.
No,
at least it seemed to have good intentions.
What? I can't see you. You ain't got no good intentions. If I can't see you.
The following comes to us from the paranormal video subreddit by a user known as Tara Varden, who posted a highly unsettling video over there, along with some much appreciated context. The post reads as follows, quote, "This happened a couple of years ago and I've never been able to explain it logically. When it first happened, I assumed I'd knocked it over myself somehow, though I didn't feel anything. So I checked the security footage to see how I'd been so daft and maybe send it to our company group chat, which is why I laughed at first. Then watched the other camera and started to realize something was a little strange about it. Coffee cup was full at the time. That was my first sip. I should add it's not the only strange thing that's happened in the shop, and not just to myself either. Just the most interesting one I managed to get on video thanks to the security cameras. Any logical explanations, or is my shop haunted by a ghost that doesn't like coffee?" End quote. So
Must be a
without
British
further
guy.
ado, let's have a look at the footage. Just by watching the footage, it definitely looks as though the coffee cup was pushed over the counter by some unseen force. It also appears as though there aren't any windows open or anything that would have caused the cup to go over the counter like that. Some speculate that a loose hair on his sleeve could have gotten stuck under the cup or the lid as he put it down, and when he then moved away, the cup moved with him. So what do you guys think? Do you think that there was some kind of spirit roaming around in this guy's coffee shop that day? Or is there a much less sinister explanation here? Be sure to let me know your thoughts.
Oh, okay. Here's my explanation for that. Okay, especially with that type of a counter there, that wood glossy type counter. The coffee was really hot. When he opened it, you notice the steam coming out, right? The coffee was really hot. He set it down. Some type of condensation happened under that cup. And sometimes when you set stuff down and a little condensation happened, it causes stuff to slide because it didn't look like a push. It looked like a slide to me. What do you all think? Comment down below. Because you ever have a really hot cup and you set it up and you pick it up and there's water in the bottom of it, depending on the surface that you put it on. And I know it happens a lot on those wooden surfaces that are glossy because I've seen it happen. You understand what I mean? So it just, things move like that sometimes. Yeah, that's one explanation. Or maybe it's just me thinking I don't want to believe in ghosts. But then again, that went a far way.
A woman named Amelia, aka Haunted Amelia, posted a video to her TikTok account in which she explains that she was roaming around her 250-year-old house when she made a shocking discovery. After looking under the floorboards of the house, she managed to find this extremely old and dusty-looking book. Amelia also finds some old nails and old papers, but those weren't of high interest. At first, all seems to be fine as Amelia flips through the book. She finds some old portraits, but things take a creepy turn the more she starts to page her way through the book. As she kept flipping pages, she noticed what seemed like a very old photograph of her house.
This is when the pictures took an unsettling turn. The rest of the album is filled with pictures of empty rooms that have an unsettling feeling. A dark shadow appears in all of these photos.
The rest of the photos in the book are photos of empty rooms that just have an eerie sense of dread to them. In another video posted by Amelia, she posted something super creepy happening inside of her house sometime after discovering the book.
What the bumbleclot?
Strange banging noises can be heard coming from somewhere upstairs in her house, and a curtain moves on its own before an item falls off of her wall. Sadly, that's where the video ends, leaving us all to wonder what happened next. Let's just hope that whatever Amelia's up to these days, she's living in peace, and hopefully that book has been destroyed for good.
When you find old stuff, call in an archaeologist. Let their crazy tail flip through the book and figure out what kind of vibe is going on with it. You open up them books, you open up the door to another realm. I don't touch old things on that much, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, what is this? Ooh, ooh. You never know what kind of a spirits are roaming around that bloody thing. You know? Or before you open it, call a priest, call an Obeah man, bumbleclot. Call some kind of spiritual somebody, you know? Shh. You're all crazy for opening up them thing, boy.
On June 29th, 2020, a YouTube channel known as Humanity Interrupted posted a highly unsettling video that showcases the use of videotaping the outside of their house while audibly in a panicked state. The first few seconds of the video seem to be completely fine, but it's around the 8-second mark in which it becomes clear that there is definitely something creepy going on here.
I see a shadow. Right by that bushes down there. There it is. Oh my goodness. Something is watching you, sister, or brother, or whoever there. Why are you still there? And they're still standing there. At least investigate.
Did you see it?
Oh, I saw it.
On the ground right next to the tree, you can make out some sort of bizarre shadow materialize and then dematerialize just a few seconds later. This happened several times throughout the course of the video, leaving the uploader absolutely baffled and creeped out in equal measure. In the description of the video, the uploader states the following, quote, "This is not fake, no editing was done. There was nothing and no one around that could have caused this, no lights or anything else. A random event that I captured on film. Original footage." End quote. Sadly, to this day, there have been no updates to this story, leaving us all in the dark here. Do you guys have any theories as to what could have been going on here? Let's just hope that it wasn't anything too sinister, and that the uploader doesn't have to see this creepy shadow again.
Bumbleclot. Oh God.
Over on TikTok, this Vietnamese user posted a video that shows him sleeping in his house when suddenly he wakes up just after 3 a.m. and has an overwhelming feeling that he's being watched by something, but is unable to capture anything on camera. A few days pass, and on another day, he wakes up at around the same time yet again, with the same lingering feeling. This time, he decides to take a picture of the room, and it's then which he ends up capturing something absolutely horrifying. Take a look and see for yourself. It may be hard to see at first, but if you look carefully and perhaps turn up your brightness a bit, you can make out what appears to be some sort of a creepy entity hiding underneath his table. This story just goes to show you how amazing the human brain and body can be. This was a guy who woke up feeling completely on edge before he even noticed the entity. If this video is to be believed, it was his body's way of warning him of danger. But please, if you're watching this video late at night, be sure to check your bedroom just for good measure.
I mean, have you guys ever got that feeling like, and you could be just in your house, and even listen, I live in a small apartment, and I sometimes figure like, wait a minute, I don't feel like if I'm alone here, and I do get up and go around and check, just to make sure. But where I live, you can't really break in here. You know what I mean? There's 3 doors to get to my apartment door, and they're all locked. You know what I mean? My windows, I'm up on the 2nd floor. You know what I mean? Any movement that happened in here, I might know. But if it's not a movement and I feel something, just like, oh my God, what's it? And I don't get it a whole lot. And I guess this building was built probably in the 50s or the 60s. So, look at that. Yo. And like I said, you could move, but what if you can't? You can't afford to. You're stuck with whoever is in there with you.
This TikTok video posted by Taylor Wachacha is guaranteed to give you nightmares tonight. Taylor's girlfriend told him that her house is haunted. Living alone, she frequently hears footsteps coming from upstairs. However, Taylor isn't quite sure he believes her, telling her that the noises are most likely just the result of old creaking floorboards. However, one night, while his girlfriend is still at work, Taylor finds himself alone in her house. It's this night in which he records something on his phone that he did not expect, to say the least. Let's have a look.
My front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now. I I always say it's not haunted because the house is a little old.
The
But it legit sounds like there's somebody
bumbo
upstairs. I will swing on a ghost, or if it's a person in a chair. Who's up there?
Who's up there?
Oh my God, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Out of nowhere, loud footsteps can be heard coming down the stairs rapidly, but as you can see, nobody is there. When these noises can be heard, Taylor immediately tries to punch the spirit, but is unable to do any damage. Understandably. But it is amazing to see just how completely brave he was while staring in the face of a spirit. It's safe to say that after this night, Taylor is most likely no longer a skeptic, if this video is of course real. But let's just hope that he and his girlfriend will not have to deal with spirits any longer and find a way to obtain peace.
I'm sorry. Dude. Your bumbleclad girlfriend is possessed. And since you're all intimate with her and thing, they gonna follow you too. That ghost thought he had a wife. When you said you gonna swing him here, he's like, oh yeah? That's what you're gonna do, home skillet? And take charge of G. He's like, oh, wait, you don't belong here. You're not my woman. He came at him, boy. My man is swinging at air.
Over on TikTok, a man named Lin from the Philippines filmed a video of himself at a church ceremony,
Oh, a
which
church.
seems to be completely normal at first, but quickly divulges into utter horror. Lin films the inside of the church, where the ceremony is taking place, and all is good. But then, Lin pans the camera behind him, and it's here in which he finds himself in for the scare of a lifetime.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Comienza a calar en un sito que está que se ilumina Rafaela, Serapia, Vicente, Juana, Tomás, Patricia, Diomedes, Nicolás, Ana Pavisa Max.
As you can see, some kind of strange and frightening entity is watching him from behind a fence. Although the view of the entity is a bit blurry and from a far distance, it almost looks like some kind of horror movie entity, like one from The Ring or The Grudge. No updates were ever posted by Lin, but we can only hope that no harm ever came to him. But what do you guys think of this eerie footage? Do you think this is real footage of a man being watched by a horrifying entity? Is it possible that this was all set up somehow? If so, why? Let me know all your thoughts down below.
I want you. That's what, look at that. Maybe it's one of those, because it sounds like it's somewhere in the South America. Maybe it's a sukuya. A sukuya is like, or a Elijah Bless, scouting him, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get you next. But what I find more creepy, what adds to the creepiness is you're in a church and there's a rooster standing on a fence crowing. That alone is creepy. You get me? A rooster on the fence crowing while my man is preaching, and then some ghostly figure is standing there chilling, checking you out. Was the rooster warning people? Because we know birds and them, they know when stuff's going down. You know what I mean? So the rooster, they're crowing, man. And I'll be honest with you, churches, especially the church that I grew up with, it was a Catholic church. And it was a 16th century church. On the island, believe it or not, it was old. It was an old church. And they never closed the doors. And I always had an eerie feeling going there. And the feeling was even more eerie because we had this bell tower, and we had an Irish priest there. And he didn't know that they were fixing the bell tower, or he didn't remember or something like that. And he went up there to ring the bell and fell down the tower and died. And after that, I was totally scared to go in there because I was like a kid, you know. It's like, what? I guess somewhere between like 10 years old and 13 years old, because, you know, I was always worried that my man's ghost was in there. You know what I mean? And nuns scared me because they're always walking around like moving. You can't see their feet because they have those long freaking robes that they wear, so they look like they're floating. And the ones they always just wore all white all the time. And, you know, you'd be walking by the church like at twilight, and you'd see, and the vestibule, where they live was right there, so you'd see them on the courtyard. They ghostly, man, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the fact that I'm surprised somewhere, it might be some old dead nun that's like, you sinner, you need to go do some, you need to go see some Hail Marys and go to the confession. You understand? I know what you're doing.
This next video was shot in Ohio and comes to us from a user known as Mr. Dylan369, who posted the footage in question over on the interdimensional NHI subreddit, which specializes in UFO sighting videos. The footage, filmed in broad daylight, shows the uploader standing outside and filming the sky, where it's clear that there are multiple things up above that are absolutely fascinating. Have a look and see.
1, 2, 3. That's not air. Those are not airplanes. And like I said, I'm recording this literally through my iPhone. I'm moving the camera like this. These objects are. They look to be round shaped, and it's really weird. It's like a fleet. They're not weather balloons. They're not planes. Definitely not helicopters or drones. Bro, 5 p.m. Holy. Did you see the... Look at the speed that thing did. This is insane. What the fuck? This is insane. What the fuck? This is insane. What the fuck? We're disappearing. This is weird. 1, 2, 3. That's not air. Those are not airplanes.
The uploader points out that the objects in the sky are oval-shaped, no lights, no chemtrails, and move at abnormal speeds that airplanes or helicopters simply cannot move at. A lot of people in the comments are absolutely blown away by the footage, with many people calling it one of the most believable UFO sighting videos in recent memory. So what do you guys think? Do you think that this Reddit user managed to take legit footage of UFOs roaming the sky? Or was this something else entirely? I'll let you decide.
Okay, check this out. Do I believe in UFOs? I don't know. I'm on the fence with that. We don't know enough about outer space to believe that everything we see is a UFO. You know what I mean? We don't know how light work outside of there. We think we do, but we really don't. We haven't explored out there long enough, okay? Until I see a ship hovering over this building that I'm in, then I'll believe. Until I walk out the street and I see I see a strange creature walking and they start talking to me, then I'll believe. I have a friend, well, an acquaintance, I should say. He was an art student, and he swear that he's seen aliens here. I mean, I remember one time I was walking with my son, and he was like, what, about 10 or 11 at the time, and this dude was talking about, you know, the aliens that he saw. He came out of his house, and he said it's like they have a little saucer, no legs, and a body coming out of the saucer, and they just like and he's an artist, so he drew a realistic depiction of what he saw, and he just saw it, and it didn't say anything to him. He just took off and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to debunk the people who say they saw stuff. I'm not calling them crazy because we don't know. I'm just saying that for me, I need empirical evidence. You understand what I'm saying? And think no. That being said, if there's aliens out there and they're friendly and they're more intelligent than us, please come save us, because we don't lost our mind now on earth. All over this world, we don't lost our bumbleclot mind. Please come save us from ourselves. Okay, this is
A
going to get
Filipino
real creepy.
teacher received a motion alarm from the classroom late one night and recorded something creepy as a result. The footage was then posted to TikTok. This is what he captured.
Oh.
At around the 13-second mark of the video, you can make out what appears to be a silhouette of a ghost standing in the doorway creepily. After a few seconds, it mysteriously disappears. A little bit later on, you can see the exact same ghost appear elsewhere in the classroom, and again, it can be seen disappearing into thin air just a few short seconds afterward. It's a highly unsettling and bizarre video, and one that still does not have any concrete explanation given to it. Let's just hope that the teacher is able to get to the bottom of this mystery, so we can return to work in peace, and so that the kids can learn in a safe and ghost-free environment. And that was 9 scary videos. I hope you...
Wow. I mean, do I believe in ghosts? I'm on the fence with that too. I've never really encountered anything that I believe is a ghost. I've had scary experiences, like the man standing on the lamp, but that could be somebody trying to pull a trick because they heard the old story. You know, I told that story in a previous video. I'll link that video here so you could go watch it and think. But I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if I'm living in a house and I'm hearing noises, me I run in. I'm not trying to crash out on no ghost. I'm not going to be waiting at the bottom of the stairs swinging at air. I was like, you could have this house because I fear the unknown. I respect the unknown.